think that what helped me most in my career is my sense of responsibility. Like this is a good advice, I think, for the others. And I like to take ownership. I like to be on the top of the important projects, and I really enjoy challenges.
Welcome back to the DraftKings Life podcast. I'm Rebecca Thornburg, a recruitment marketing specialist.
And I'm Kat Kostadinova, also a recruitment marketing specialist.
And we're your hosts. And in this episode, we're highlighting a teammate who has been with us since she started her career as a junior software engineer 8 years ago. Now she's a manager, helping other people successfully grow their career.
We're excited to welcome Lilia a software engineering manager. And thank you, Lily, so much for joining us today and sharing your story.
Hello, girls. And first, I want to thank you for the opportunity to share my story of growth within DK. Like Kat said, my name is Lilia, and I'm a software engineering manager, and I'm having a great time here.
All right. Let's start right from the beginning. What made you want to become an engineer?
So, yeah, that's a long story. Well, at first, when I was at school, I had a dream to become an architect and to have this positive impact on the community, to build nice designs and everything else. So I started to learn maths and drawings, and I realized that I'm super bad at graphics and sketching and such kind of stuff. So I've decided to do something with maths, and what else than software engineering. And I started learning at Sophia University. And then I realized that advanced math is totally another story. So when I was at second grade, I really wanted to start working somewhere and grow my career. So I found this internship program at DK, and I'm really grateful to the chance that I was given back then, because I was very, very young and I had absolutely no experience in the area.
That's amazing. And it's great to hear that you tried it and you've stuck with it throughout because of that opportunity, And I kind of wanted to have you walk us through the different roles that you've had from that junior engineer to now. Kind of how has your career progressed?
Yeah, so as I said, I started as an intern first, in fact, in the internship program, where we had lectures with various people within all the teams that we had back then. So we were into just sports, betting, delivery, platform, and integrations. At the end of the program, I was chosen to start as a junior developer in the delivery unit, and then I went through the whole path from a junior to a regular software engineer. And before my switch, I was responsible not only for the daily tasks, but also to mentor all of the newcomers, help them grow, helping with the incident support and a lot of different stuff, let's say. And this time I received the opportunity to move to the solution in the integrations team, where we were working directly with business clients, and we were supporting them to integrate our product. Not long afterwards, the biggest initiative in the company started, and this was the merge between our two systems, consumer and enterprise. And here I was given the chance to support and lead the whole process, from creating brand new infrastructure, data centers, performance evaluations, QA, test case coverage, and of course, smooth integration based on the business needs. So I grew to lead solution integration manager with the responsibility back then to launch like 15 states in a very short time frame. And I can say that at least for me, it was super successful. And with the end of this milestone, I moved back to my roots in engineering, and currently I'm managing a team of developers. I'm very grateful to work with such professionals as the people in my team, and this is what really makes me love my job.
Sounds great. I love that. Okay, what has been the main reason for your success? What has helped you excel here at DraftKings?
Yeah, well, it's a little bit hard to say such thing for yourself, but I think that what helped me most in my career is my sense of responsibility. Like this is a good advice, I think, for the others. And I like to take ownership. I like to be on the top of the important projects, and I really enjoy challenges. So, of course, it's worth mentioning all of the people along the way, which they really helped me. Let's say my first manager back then, like 8 years ago, um, she was constantly checking my emails, even for spelling and grammar, as I was even worried if I sound proficient enough. So back to the amazing team I have now, which keeps me on track with the most modern technologies. Another thing which helped me, and I think is a result of my growth as a professional in my career, that is that I'm not afraid to speak out loud and to share my opinion. I think that it's crucial to have a clear communication with others, and this really fosters trust between people. And last but not least, um, I think that we need to be kind to our colleagues. In DK, we have people from all around the globe, and all of them will help you if you approach them nicely and make them feel comfortable. So build connections, give a hand to the others, and this will bounce back for sure.
You've been into so many different departments within DraftKings for the last 8 years. So what is it about our technology that's really exciting to you? Or even how have you seen the company grow just in 8 years as well?
For the company growth, I don't even know how to express it. The things are so different from back then. I really saw all of the changes, and I can say that also me and DK mature as a company during the years, and it's very interesting to look at this process. Currently, I'm working with a very strong engineering team who needs to be challenged on a daily basis. So I'm always aiming to take interesting and complex projects, and this is what is keeping us all on track and is improving our skills nowadays.
Wonderful. Okay, so share with us how important is it to be a good manager, a great manager, and what does being a great manager mean to you?
Well, for me, it means to make sure that my teammates are happy. My goal, as I said a bit earlier, is to build a connection of trust with people. And for me, this means to ask, to listen, and to take actions to change when people have arguments. Be kind and supportive, and most importantly, to help them grow. I'm trying to always give them opportunities to learn something new, to have training, to involve them in projects that they're really interested in, because people have um, different interests in specific stuff, to organize knowledge sharing sessions. And this is something very crucial, at least from what I saw in our team, to try to establish processes within the team which are helping the people to work, not the opposite.
Fantastic. And what is a project that you've worked on that you're proud of? Is there anything specific that you've worked on over the years that you're really proud to say?
Oh, yes. Although I have a few projects in mind, I would always say that the most challenging one is my absolute favorite, and it's something that I've already mentioned. This is the merger between consumer and enterprise verticals. I had the opportunity to work with teams from all around the world, like US, Ireland, Israel, Ukraine, Bulgaria, and even more, I think. We had to establish collaboration and trust between us, even though we are from like totally different places. Efficient planning in no time zones, and I was involved in all these moving pieces. So to be able to gather so many different teams and help them work together to succeed in your goals feels really, really worthwhile, I think. So yeah, this is my absolute favorite project.
Great. Okay, last question. Do you have a favorite memory from DraftKings? We'd love to hear it.
Yeah, well, I had tons of these, like my first team building when I was wondering what should I wear now? Should it be formal? How should I behave? No idea. 6 years later, when we launched the biggest project state by state, and there were no major issues. But I want to tell you one memory that I will never forget. When I was moving from R&D to solution integration team, my boss back then gave me a goodbye surprise. And even though I was moving only to another floor in the same building, he gathered all the people in the unit, like, I don't know, 100 people maybe, and played a song with some nice lyrics expressing his gratitude for all the work and all the time that we spent together within the team. And to be honest, I felt really shy, but in the same time, I felt very appreciated.
You always want to be recognized too. I feel like getting that recognition, even though you're not leaving the company, you're just jumping teams, is still really important. And I have one more question. How would you describe the culture at DraftKings too? Even when you come to work or you're working from home, what's the culture like?
There are very different aspects of the culture in DraftKings, but first, everyone is happy to help. Like, this is very, very important. Like, even if you're working with some team which is a totally different time zone and have nothing to do with your current things that you're on, like, the people are always there to help. They're very, very supportive, and that's a thing which is not so common. Like, I really appreciate it. And also something which, at least for me, is very important, and I can say that recently I'm seeing this more and more, is that we're able to share our opinion, and if you have arguments, it's heard. And I have a few examples in which I really wanted something, I had some nice arguments, and it became true. So it's pretty nice to work in such kind of environment.
Lilia, thank you so much. It was so great chatting with you today.
Yeah.
This was a great conversation. Thank you so much for taking the time to share your story with us.
Thank you, girls. For me, it was also a pleasure.
And thank you for listening. Make sure to follow us on social media at DraftKings Life, except for LinkedIn, where we're simply DraftKings. This podcast is available on all major podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, Google. We got you. Be sure to download, listen, and even throw us a 5-star rating. Thanks so much and have a great day.